Hi, guys. Welcome to week 3 of our gut series. My name is Angela Colpaert. I'm one of the nurse practitioners here for those of you that don't know me. And I am going to be talking about the second R in the 5 R's of gut health that I know Dr. Ramsey and Taylor Lofton have talked about briefly. So last week, Taylor talked about the first R, remove. So she touched on removing a lot of things that can be very inflammatory to our gut, that can impair that gut lining, and just make things harder to function and often can lead to symptoms that you're having or poor health. Um, so now that we have removed the toxins, removed the adjutants that are irritating our gut, it's important that we replace things that are missing in our gut. So when things get irritated in there, things don't work as well as they could. They're not working optimally. And that's just your basic wear and tear, right? So the biggest thing that we really focus on replacing is our digestive enzymes. So digestive enzymes are essential for just that, digesting the food that we eat. The best way to think of it is, a carbohydrate, for example, is a very large molecule that our body actually breaks down into a single molecule that it can use for energy, storing as healthy nutrients for our body, but that takes a lot of manpower, firepower, as I like to call it, from our gut. And we have digestive enzymes produced all along our gut from our organs. So you can imagine as things are not functioning the way they should, those digestive enzymes get depleted. So you may have been told you need a digestive enzyme, or you may have been told you have low stomach acid. All of those things go into play and are something we consider when we are laying out a gut protocol for you. So we have 2 specific digestive enzymes that contain quite a few different digestive enzymes. I want to kind of go over the main 3 so you can get a good idea of really what they're doing and what they're responsible for. So one of the main digestive enzymes is amylase. Amylase is responsible for breaking down carbohydrates. So like I talked about, that can be a very large molecule. It takes a lot of energy. Sometimes when you eat a really high carb meal, you get a little bit fatigued after. Your body puts a lot of energy into digesting that. Sometimes we eat foods and we get bloating, or we get indigestion or heartburn. And a lot of times those are signs that we have low digestive enzymes because those molecules aren't getting broken down as efficiently as they should. I think that one really hits home with a lot of people. Another big enzyme that you'll find is protease. Protease is responsible for digesting proteins. So as we all know, protein is essential, and most of us consume it in a great deal. Even those that don't have high protein diets, you still have proteins in your food that need to be digested. So protease is responsible for protein. Lipase is for fats, which of course, as humans, we consume a lot of fats, whether they're healthy or not as optimal. We still have to be able to digest them efficiently. So those are the 3 biggest enzymes that we find, and really any digestive enzyme product that you find over the counter or what you purchase with us will have those 3, and that's kind of why I decided to go over those. You'll see on the label it contains different enzymes as well, which will just help to improve that catalyst effect of getting all of those molecules digested proficiently. So the biggest one that we use, let me find it, here it is, similase. So similase is kind of like our introductory enzyme that we typically will utilize in our gut protocol. And we do have another product that's very similar that you'll see us utilize as well. And this has those 3 main enzymes I've talked about. This one I like because it's a little more gentle. A lot of people have never used a digestive enzyme. They're not quite sure, do I have low stomach acid? Are my symptoms coming from something else? So this is a nice one we incorporate, especially during your protocol, that you take with meals to really boost up those digestive enzymes, help your body digest what you're giving it, and help to mitigate some symptoms. There's another product which is called orthodigestime. This has all the same enzymes that we talked about, but it also contains betaine HCl, which is a much stronger enzyme. It is primarily responsible for digesting proteins, but typically I have people start with Similase and then we move on to betaine, again, or one of our other products, but these are just two that we do use commonly. This one's important that you take in the middle of a meal, especially with higher protein, because that is what it is intended to digest. So it's kind of like adding more stomach acid specifically. So we want to make sure that it's really gets a chance to digest that food and you don't have um, extra stomach acid, which can lead to things like heartburn. So that's the basic overview. There's lots of other things we'll talk about adding more in our repair section down the road. But replacing specifically is those things that our body inherently produces that doesn't produce as efficiently when it gets inflamed, just by the things that we do or we're exposed to. So yes, overall, digestive enzymes is going to be essential to replace when you're doing a gut protocol with us, help your body feel and function optimally.